The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just a smartphone. It looks like a runway model. It's slim, stylish, and has a strong visual identity. Samsung's message seems clear: power and design can go together. New leaks from reliable tipster Ice Universe highlight some major upgrades. The S26 Ultra now weighs just 214 grams, while the iPhone 17 Pro Max comes in at 231 grams. This gives Samsung a lighter feel in the hand without losing its premium presence. The thickness also shows a similar advantage. The S26 Ultra measures 7.9 mm, while the iPhone reaches 8.75 mm, making Apple's model feel noticeably bulkier. And these improvements aren't limited to the Ultra. The standard S26 weighs only 164 grams and the S26 Plus weighs 191 grams, both lighter than their iPhone 17 counterparts. However, when it comes to memory, Samsung appears more conservative. The Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus will ship with 12 gigs of RAM, paired with 256 gigs or 512 gigs of storage. The S26 Ultra will also start with 12 gigs, with only select regions receiving the higher 16 gigs RAM and 1 TB version. Ice Universe openly criticized this approach, suggesting Samsung takes advantage of customers who remain quiet and pushes higher specs behind higher prices. Meanwhile, Huawei is raising the bar by offering 16 gigs and even 20 gigs RAM options in its flagship models, showing a stronger response to user expectations. Overall, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is clearly designed to stand out with a lighter body, slimmer profile, and premium build. But the memory strategy may play a major role in how users judge Samsung this year. In 2025, the flagship that wins won't just be stylish and powerful. It will be the one that shows it values users everywhere with top-tier specs available across the board. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be one of the most interesting Ultra releases in a while. Samsung is making some bold design choices, and new leaks from Ice Universe give us a clearer look at what's changing. One of the biggest details is the front camera. The S26 Ultra has a noticeably larger punch hole than the S25 Ultra, now measuring 4 mm in diameter. That makes it the largest front camera kit-out ever used on a Samsung Ultra model. At first, many fans were concerned, since Samsung has always been known for having one of the smallest and cleanest punch holes in the Android world. But now we know why. Samsung has increased the front camera's field of view to 85 degrees. This allows the S26 Ultra to capture a wider frame, similar to the wide-angle look of the S25 Ultra's main rear camera. In real use, this means better group selfies, wider backgrounds, and less distortion without cutting anyone out. The bigger hole may not look as minimal as before, but the function backs up the design. Ice Universe also confirms that all three models, the S26, S26 Plus, and S26 Ultra, will share the same 3x zoom camera. The specs include 10-megapixel isosceles sensor, 1/3.94 sensor size, 1.0mm pixel size, f/2.4 aperture, 36-degree field of view. So despite earlier speculation, the telephoto camera is staying at 10 megapixel, not 12 megapixel. What do you think about these changes? Let me know in the comments section. We're now going to run through the full specs, design, and expected pricing to help you decide which one is right for you, so hit subscribe now, and let's dive right into it. First up, the standard Galaxy S26. It's coming with a 6.2-inch dynamic A&OLED display with improvements in brightness and color accuracy. We get a 120Hz display with HDR10+ and a resolution of 1080x2340. The display will be protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. For selfies, it has a 12-megapixel punch hole camera. On the rear, there's a triple camera setup consisting of a wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto, but the exact sensors are still unknown. It'll be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 chipset and comes with 12 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of storage, UFS 4.0. The battery is a 4000 mAh unit with 25 dV fast charging and 15 dV wireless charging. It will also support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband support. The phone will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to start at around $800 in January 2026. Next, we have the Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus, which may also be known as the S26 Edge. This one will come with a 6.7-inch dynamic OLED display with similar improvements in brightness and color accuracy. You'll get a 120Hz display, HDR10+, and a resolution of 1440x3120, protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. There's a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for selfies. The rear setup includes a dual camera system with a wide and an ultra-wide camera, though the exact sensors are still under wraps. It's also powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 and will come with 12 GB of RAM and storage options of 256 GB or 512 GB, UFS 4.0. The battery is a 4,900 mAh unit with 45 DD fast charging and 15 DD wireless charging. It will support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband. This model will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to be priced from $1,000 in January 2026. Finally, we have the premium model, the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. This one features a 6.9-inch dynamic OLED display, again with improvements to brightness and color accuracy, 120Hz refresh rate, and HDR10+, with a resolution of 1440x3120. And it will be protected by Gorilla Glass Armor 3. There have been reports suggesting that this could feature the first ever under-display camera on an S-series phone, likely an 8-megapixel under-display selfie camera. On the rear, it will come with a quad camera setup featuring wide, ultra-wide, telephoto, and periscope lenses, but the exact sensors are still unknown. The phone will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 in all regions and will come with 12 GB of RAM and up to 1 TB of storage, UFS 4.0. It's packing a 6,000 mAh battery with significant improvements to fast charging. As expected, it will also support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband. The S26 Ultra will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to start at $1,300 in January 2026. Overall, it's looking like the Samsung Galaxy S26 series is going to be an exciting release, especially if the Ultra becomes the first S-series phone to feature the under-display camera. Samsung seems to be continuing their strategy of improving and refining their phones, rather than completely redesigning them for the sake of it. And just like all new phones, there will be a major emphasis on software, with AI playing a huge role in the user experience. The launch is still a bit far off, but we can expect plenty of information to leak as we approach the release date. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on the latest updates.